Welcome to Share the Knowledge. In today's video, we will see what are the virtual labs. Virtual lab is an initiative by MHRD, Government of India. First of all, what is meant by these virtual labs and what are the advantages of it? So, virtual lab, in its name itself, it is there virtual. It is an imaginary laboratory to perform their experiments by utilizing the resources of internet facility as well as either desktop or laptop. Here, in this pandemic situation, it is very difficult for the students to perform the experiments by going to the college like that. So to perform their experiments from their place itself, from their home, uh, these virtual labs are meant. So these virtual labs are developed by IITs and NITs in various disciplines of science and engineering. It provides a complete for the learning management system. That means it is very easy to deliver the lecture on a theory subject by utilizing the virtual platforms, but it is very difficult to perform the experiments. With this virtual lab, it is very easy to demonstrate any experiment for the students virtually. And the main advantage for this virtual labs is there is no limit for the number of users and number of times to perform. When coming to our traditional physical laboratories, a student can perform their any experiment in the time slot of 2 hours or 3 hours of lab time. They may perform only once. Uh, but here, n number of users, n number of students can perform the same experiment at a time. And if they didn't understand the how procedure of the experiment, they can perform the experiment n number of times until they understand. They can perform the experiment. There is no limit for the number of students to perform the experiment as well as number of times they are performing. Okay, that is the main advantage of this virtual labs. Here I'm going with an example of speed control of DC shunt motor. Okay, so this is my DC shunt motor. I'm controlling this its speed by using the field resistances. So I'm just going into the practical session. So simply in Google type virtual lab. So this is the home page for the virtual labs. Okay, so when we go through it, these are the objectives as well as philosophies and silent features, and in which domains these virtual labs are available, as well as which institutions are providing these virtual labs. All the things are available. And till now in India, around 985 nodal centers are there, and around 45 lakhs of people are utilizing these features. And we are having the links for different forms, how to become the nodal center and how to participate in the any workshops. All the things are available. Okay, so for a demonstration we are just going for the virtual labs. Okay, so already in the workshop was conducted by Pune College. Okay, so this is meant for this is developed by the IIT Bombay here. And if you want to develop any new laboratory, we can go with this develop a lab. Now we just want to explore the labs, so that means already available resources we just want to utilize. So I just go with explore a lab. Okay, so already we are want to perform the experiment. That means completed laboratories we are going through it. Under this, we are having different disciplines as well as different labs. That means under the same discipline we are having different labs. That means under computer science we are having the database lab as well as computer graphics and computer networking. Likewise, we are having different laboratories. So here I'm going with under electrical engineering, I'm going with electrical machines lab. Okay. When I go with this lab, first of all, I'm having the introduction and list of experiments and target candidates and what is the alignment of the course. So I'm just going with the list of experiment available. Okay. For the list of experiment, initially I'm having what are the different types of apparatus are available and what is the load characteristics and speed controlling and armature resistance. Likewise, I'm having different types of 8 experiments. So I'm just going with speed control by using the field resistance. When I enter into the experiment, similar to our virtual lab uh, observation, we are mentioning what is the aim of your experiment, why you are going to perform this experiment. We are stated that we initially wanted to control the speed of your DC motor by utilizing the field resistance method. Other than field resistance method, we are having armature control method also, but in this experiment we are performing this field resistance method, and we are want to draw the graph between your armature current and the motor speed. Okay, so this is our aim of your experiment. And next one, what is the theory behind your experiment? What is the theory behind your experiment? Already we know that to control this speed, to control this speed, we are varying your resistance. We are varying your resistance, and there is a change in flux. So when you are varying this resistance, there is varying in current. Because of this field current, there is variation in your flux. Okay, so whenever you are changing this field current, okay, when you are changing this field current, okay, when you are varying this resistance and field current, this entire value will be reduces. This value will be reduces, automatically the speed will be reduced. So whenever this value will be reduced, automatically the flux value based upon your field current, the flux value will be increased. When you are reducing your field current, varying this field current, based upon that your flux value also varies. Okay, so the same thing they mentioned, there is a relation between your flux and current, and based upon this equation V minus IR, there is a variation of this term because of the directly proportional, n value also be varied, and the variation of your n and flux value will be inversely proportional. That is only the theory they're mentioning right now here. Okay, so this is the line diagram and this is the speed torque characteristics they mentioned. Okay, and next one they given a small pre-test before going into the experiment. Okay, and next one they mention the procedure. Okay, that means how to connect your experimental setup, how to connect your experimental setup, all the things they mentioned it. Okay, so this is our NCB and this is your starter, and these are the your voltmeter and ammeter, and this is field resistance as well as armature resistance and your DC motor, and this is the rotation, I mean uh, panel, DC motor panel, how it is looking, because here we are unable to see this uh, tachometer, I mean shaft of your motor, so here we can able to check that one. Okay, so the main disadvantage for this experimental setup is it is not mentioned which is the starter terminals, all those things. Okay, for another experiments they mention, but here in this experiment they didn't mention what are the terminal points, which is the positive and which is the armature and which is the field values. So have some uh, better understanding, it will be there. Okay. So and when I click on the simulation page, it will go to your simulation interface. That means your experimental setup. Okay, this is my experimental setup. If I am having any doubt, I can go with this instructions and I check with which connections I have to made. Okay, which connections I have to made, whether it is right or wrong. Okay. So as per the instructions provided, I am just making these connections. One point I mentioned here, if you perform any mistake while giving any connections, you have to reset that one, and again you have to give the connections all. There is no chance of deleting that mistake wrong connection. You have to delete all the, you have to reset all the connections and you have to give the connections from first onwards. That is only the option we are available. Okay, if you done any wrong connection, once you completed your connection, please go through the check. Okay, so when you are click on check, the your correct your correct connect whatever the connections you made is correct. Try to take the readings they mention. Okay, so once your connections are correct, you just turn on your MCB by click on your MCB. Okay, so once it is done, okay, as per the instructions, once your MCB is turned, your voltmeter will be set to the highest value. Your voltmeter will be set to the highest value. Okay, for voltmeter, which resistance is connected? Your armature resistance is connected for voltmeter. So to vary this voltmeter, we are varying the armature resistance for 220 volts. So whatever the supply voltage is there, I am mentioning that. Okay, I'm arranging that for 220 volts. Once it is 220 volts, okay, so now the field resistance is does not allow any current here. So we are we are varying the field resistance here. So when the field resistance, when I'm increasing this field resistance, the speed value will be changes. So for this value, I'm just plotting to my graph. Okay, and next, and this one is my second reading. So when I'm got this reading, again I'm plot to my graph. In similar fashion, my third reading. Okay, plotting to my graph. So I'm increasing this value. no problem. I'm taking the values randomly. So whatever the readings we are getting, we are plotted that one in our graph. So it is below once your values are plotted, once your readings are taken, plot your graph. This is the graph we are getting for the field current as well as for the speed. Okay, so better if we started from 0 onwards, it will be good. But we didn't note the 0 value as well as 0.4 value, but it will be in this nature itself. So this is the way how we are taking the readings and how we are plotting our graph. And once it is completed, we just take the printout. Okay, this is the way. So because when I go with this one, I can able to understand how the speed of how this current varying the speed. Okay, so so when the current will be in lower position, the speed will be in very high speed. So it is in inversely proportional. Okay, inversely proportional. Okay, because of the field current, the flux, when field current is high, the flux will be high. When we are wearing that, the speed will be whereas. So I think you may understand this experiment, how to perform this one in our virtual labs. Okay, and thank you. For any doubts, please go through virtual labs instruction page.